I get. I guess everybody must still be on vacation. They might still be celebrating this fourth. Hello, Miss Homestead Rachel. How you doing today? I know you probably cooked hard yesterday and didn't get no rest today. That's all right. We are overcomers. How you doing, Tam? I'm gonna let some folks get in here before I start talking. Talking about the subject, that is. But I hope everybody had a nice fourth. And now we're coming to the weekend. I hope you have an outstanding weekend as well. I know some of y'all cooked a lot of food already for the fourth, and it's gonna last you all weekend long. She is Sunshine. How you doing, Miss Troublemaker? I'm waiting for a few more people to get in here, and then we can start. I guess there's people in the bushes. It says 7, but I only see 4 of y'all. But when I get to my 10, I'm most definitely going to start. You know my subjects ain't long, but it's interesting. What you doing, Sunshine? Them trees still living over there? Foraging and urban farming. How you doing? I gotta my jackfruit. I gotta take some pictures of my jackfruit. They're about 2 feet tall. They still on there, still growing. But hey, we did not cook. We had okay, foraging. That's a good thing. We didn't have a big dinner here either. All we had was a regular dinner. Barbecue sausage and the regular rice and vegetables and stuff. Me and the wife, we wasn't trying to outdo anything. We were hoping that all the kids didn't pile up here at one time, all the grandkids, but they did show up later. You're right. It is too hot. It is too hot. My AC just went off not too long before I came on here. It's 91 degrees right here where I'm at. 91 and cloudy. One thing I learned, we could have 99, but if it's cloudy out, it'll be a little acceptable. It will be a little acceptable. Are y'all toasting up there in Texas, Sunshine? Or are y'all hiding in the houses like Kermit's? Oh, Miss Rachel, you didn't do all that cooking, or you didn't get enough rest? Which one? I know a lot of people are still doing a lot of gardening, even though it was the holiday. And actually, you might as well say holiday weekend, Thursday through Sunday. You did not cook? Okay. Miss Rachel, did the husband cook? You know, a lot of husbands know how to cook now. We can throw down in the kitchen. see, we had a rain last night, so tonight we're having barbecue chicken here in Oklahoma. It was 110. Ooh, ooh. I feel for you. Netta Ness, how you doing? Well, I'm gonna kind of beat around the bushes too, because I was on, I believe I was on Tampa Creek Monday. I think it was Monday. We was on Tampa Creek, and I need one of those can cook, clean, fix stuff, guard, and still be good. My brother's spoken for already. Everybody. Forge is speaking to everybody. But I think I was on Tampa Creek show Monday night, and I got a phone call, and then it kind of I felt kind of leery. The individual, he said, well, it's my brother actually. He said, I told you, folks need to get out and vote. Folks want to be hard headed and don't get out and vote and all this stuff and such and such and such. And I'm thinking the whole time, this whole week. I was thinking about it, and I said, we don't like talking religion and we don't like talking politics. And then I said, maybe we should speak about politics now and then. And the thing to it is, I heard something and I was bombarded, got on my computer and I started looking for it. Couldn't find it. And the next day, I got up and turned my computer on, and Led Farmer was on, and he was talking about it. And it's a subject that need to be talked about, but it's a subject that we avoid due to the way that world is now. And I give you, I'm gonna show you something right here. If y'all can see that right there. That book right there, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States. I had to pull that book out and look at it real quick and look at some things. I'm not, Miss Rachel, I'm not sure whether it's 2025 or what, but from what I heard and from not just Led, but my brother that told me and stuff, an act that has been abolished in 1865, it may come back and my grandchildren and great grandchildren may have to suffer. That's one of the reasons I had to pull this book out and read it. And I wanted to get a good understanding. And after trying, this has been a whole week. I've been on the internet trying to find information concerning this. And every time I look on the computer to find something, I even put I put that sorry 5-letter word in there. And no matter how I look up or where I look up, nobody was talking about it. It said it was approved by the Supreme Court, but I wanted to read it. I want to see what they were saying. And I just had to go back in history and look at some things and read some things. My grandmother's father and mother, they were slaves. They were blessed to get out of it. And they gave my grandparents a good life. and we kept going. But we have to open up our eyes and really look and try to understand things. We need to make things better. We don't we don't want to we don't want to offend nobody, but the fact it is we have to talk about some things at time, one way or another. Uh, all that I strive to have for my children, I don't want them to do without it. Everything I strive to get for them. I want them to be able to enjoy it when they become adults. Wellness with Frugal Mama, welcome in. Tamika Davis, welcome in. Sweet Thumbs, welcome in. Cassandra, welcome in. And like I said, I'm talking around in circles because we're not going to talk politics, but it's in the mode of politics. And if we don't talk about it at some time, we're going to regret talking about it. And I'm just saying we need to put some things in our head, our mind, our understanding. And as a lot of people say, we got to prepare. We're not preparing just for storms and tornadoes and all that stuff. We got to prepare for this life. If we want to continue enjoying this life that we have now to the best of our ability and want our children to live the best of their ability, we're going to have to do some preparing. We're going to have to get some things straight that the situation our foreparents was in, that our coming children don't be in that same situation. Foraging stuff is hanging in the balance between what we want. Voting and is important. True enough, we need to vote, and I tell everybody, you need to vote. There's many people that went up and had to fought and die so that we can have the right to vote. Everybody need to vote. Everybody. If you hanging on this US of A, everybody in this US of A need to vote. Bayou Sugar, how you doing? Unbiased LLC, welcome in, Queen. It's a happy Friday, but when you think about certain situations, you kind of get sad, because when I heard it, I wasn't all that happy. I wasn't all that happy knowing that my children may be in jeopardy. My grandchildren and children after that may be in jeopardy of the circumstance that folks want. It gets me upset. When I first heard it, the only thing popped in my mind was Esther Roll. How she was on there and she said, "Damn, damn, damn." That's how I felt, really. Y'all know I don't use profanity, so I'm talking about the dam in the water. Things just I'm not one that use a whole talk a lot, but this is something that it kind of got me where people need to talk and get themselves together. And tell you the truth, I don't think voting is really going to do it. We have to get on our hands and knees and do some real praying. We have to do some real praying, not talk about praying, but we need to get down on our hands and knees and do some real praying and ask God to change some things for us all. Unfortunately, most politics is smoke and mirrors. They are getting money. A lot of us are still acting like this knowledge is beyond our grasp. Yeah, that's true. And like I said, most of the time, that's one of our biggest downfall is everything is backed by money. Everybody want money. Folks think money lasts forever, but it doesn't. You get your money by working hard, then you get your money by stealing it from other people and all that stuff. we got to get our mind right, and we got to pray. It says we need to pray for our leaders. We need to do some heavy praying. I'm not going to say the portion about laying on hands, but we need to do some heavy praying. F. Smith, welcome in. All politicians are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's one thing about them folks is they can talk forever and they're talking forever and they're not saying a word. But in the end, they got your pockets empty and mine too. Happy Mac, welcome in, welcome in. And this is one of the reasons I'm saying we got to do better. I can't do it by myself. You can't do it by yourself. But we as a collective doing it all together, we can make things happen. Once I come to the age and realize how money's a good thing, but it hurts us all. We start working at a young age and we old and broke down and everything and still working, that we can get something that we've been paying for all these years. I don't understand it, but it's there. It's there. Pray on your vote too. Yeah. They pray on the vote. We have to pray. No matter what, we have to pray. I know it says that everybody talking about praying, but no, we can't talk about prayer. We have to we need to get some black knees and some black elbows. We need to get down on our hands and knees and really do some serious praying for the people that's so-called up here ahead of us, trying to make a way for us. We said it says for us, but I don't think it's for us. They think more of the individual. When I say I want to take care of somebody, I'm gonna watch out for somebody. I watch out for the individual. I don't always consider myself taking. If we got a cheesecake, we got a cheesecake here. There's 12 other people here. I'm not gonna take that whole cheesecake. For those that know me, you know I love cheesecake. I'm not gonna take that whole cheesecake away from you. I'm gonna share that cheesecake in the portions that it'll serve 12 people. I know everybody don't have my mindset, but I think of if the people up there did have my mindset, I think we'd be better off. Tim Windsor, how you doing? My Renaissance grandma, how you doing? I'm up here just doing a little bit of talking because I don't know whether y'all know it or not, but I looked up. I've been on the computer for 5 days now trying to find that issue that they were talking about, and I can't find it. When I get on the computer, I even put dates in there. Miss Sharon, how you doing? I put the dates in there and everything. Look up this issue. And the only thing come up is that individual right there. That individual, the only one that comes up. And he may have something to do with it, but he ain't got nothing to do with what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a better way for us, my family, my children, children's children. Dolores, how you doing? Anybody want to come up and put your piece in? We can do that. If you got something you want to say about the issue, I don't have a problem. You can come on up. Just be respectful and don't say nothing that'll get you or me in trouble. That's one reason I start gardening. That is one reason I start gardening. Something in my spirit start leading to start growing. My husband questioned my urgency, something is not right. Yes, ma'am. That is absolutely correct. Something is not right. That is one reason we have to start these gardens. We have to take care of our family. Anything you want to eat, you grow. I can understand if you don't know how to make bread and you go buy bread, but learn how to make bread. It's not that hard. I learned from my wife a few years ago how to make bread using 7 Up. I learned from my grandmother how to make biscuits with the lard and stuff like that. It's not hard to make bread. You just got to take your time and pay attention to what you're doing. Anybody can do it. And true enough, every person in here, everyone in the community need to have their own garden so they don't have to depend on nobody for nothing. It's good to barter. 7 Up biscuits, they're good. My wife, she taught me how to do that, so I can't take the credit for that. She taught me how to make biscuits with 7 Up. But we every last one of us need to have our own garden, harvest our own seeds, and prepare for your family, your children, and your children's children. And everything I buy now has a purpose. No more fooling around. Yes, ma'am, Miss Rachel. That's one of the things right there. When you go spend that money, something that is hard work for, you sweat unnecessarily get it. And even when you retire, you get money that you already worked for, but the people want to say, we gonna put in this piggy bank for you. We're gonna hold it when you get old and you can't do nothing. We gonna give you this retirement money and so forth. But you done put $90 million in there, and you're gonna get $10 a month. Oh, you can live on that. We're gonna give you $10 for the rest of your life. You don't work hard all your life, and you probably ain't got nothing but a good 2 years left. So who won off that? Right. When you go to the store, you better have a purpose on what you buy, and what you buy, make sure you use it. Don't buy nothing that is not healthy, nothing that is good for you or your family. Uh, I started growing. I started growing a long time ago, but the pandemic and cutting off our unemployment, we did not have money for 4 months, and it was our money. We had a great food. We had we had to get food stamps and Medicare. Prices rise. Yes. Uh, One thing I say about the food stamp is foraging. When I got out the military and stuff and trying to make it, I didn't retire, but I was still working. And it was me, my wife, and 5 children. And they only gave me 30. I applied for food stamps. They only gave me $33. And I told them they can kick bricks. I went out and I got me another job. At one time, I was delivering pizza. I found a job doing construction. So I did some of everything before I actually started working at the prison, which was a steady job for me to support my family. So we got to think about this thing and think about it hard, because this situation that comes up, every last one of us going to be hurt. Every last one of us going to be hurt. We got to pray that the Lord bless somebody, touch their mind, their understanding to get stuff right. Yeah, they only gave me $33 for a family of 7. They only gave me $33, and I said, nah, that wasn't cutting it. Well, when I was working part time and in school, I was told I made. Okay, I see. I just blinked. I was told that I made too much money to even get food stamps. They're gonna have sunshine. I find out they always gonna have some kind of criteria that you can't meet. Good example, going back to the 70s and everything. Uh, they're gonna do everything to get the man out the house. And as long as there's no man in the house, you get food stamps, you get everything you need. But if the man come back, you gotta give up the food stamps and probably pay money back. Absolutely, Miss Rachel. People need to stop depending on them to take care of us. They are not going to take care of you forever. That's a fact. That's a fact. Uh, Michael Jackson said, they don't care about me. They don't care about you. Amen. 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 I continue to vote for who I think is best locally. I've sort of given up hope on any people in capital corrupt. Hey, true enough, true enough. But the thing to it is, if we vote and try to vote to the best of our ability, at some point things got to get right. At some point things got to get right. Kicking it with the Rooks. How you doing? Welcome, men. When I was put out of work by my doctor, I had no income for 4 years. Food stamp office said I did not qualify at all because I had no income for them to supplement. Now, you know what? Now, I use my wife for example. Me and my wife, we came to the agreement when we had our kids that she wouldn't work. My wife did not work until the last one started. All the kids were in school and they were on their way to high school when my wife started working. Because my wife said she wanted this, she wanted that. I said, okay, now you can go to work and we can help each other out and get things done. And that's what she did. My wife, she went to work. Everything was taken care. She did her portion. I did my portion. Miss Shirley, welcome in. Thank you. Uh, the Educated Natural, welcome in. We got to do things. We got to work. But I don't want to work all my. I'm retired now, but as most folks, a lot of folks, I remember my grandfather back when I was a young fella in New York, and they said retirement was 40. It was 40 something years for retirement. And then all of a sudden it switched to 50. And now it's what, 65? Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. Do you know that they are cutting our elderlies off of Social Security because they have a life insurance policy that is valued over $2,000? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. That is horrible. Yes, it is horrible. There ain't no retirement age anymore. They want you to drop dead. There you go, sunshine. I can't even say it. There ain't no retirement age anymore. They want you to drop dead working to the bones. That's true. They want you to work. They're gonna get these taxes out you and everything. And when you could barely move, barely feed yourself and everything, then they'll throw you $5 or $10. But other than that, they want you to work every day you are here. It's that I'm gonna use it's that modern day slavery. From the day you can start working to the day you stop working. That's kind of what they want. Uh, I see. Congratulations, Miss Shirley. So I guess you got them. I guess you got them last people that you needed to make that point you was trying to get yesterday. Congratulations. So what we gotta sell the. So what they gotta sell their life insurance to live. That's backwards. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, I thought life insurance was to actually take care of you because you have the annuity that you can get back of it. But the life insurance was to help your family out when you're gone. I don't know. Funny thing, they is actually us. Okay. Yeah, she is sunshine. True. I've been on my job for 35 years and I'm nowhere near retirement age. Ooh. I know what you're saying, Miss Rachel. But I have to say, by the grace of God, I retired at 51. Hit 14. Okay, you hit 1402. 1402 subscribers. Congratulations again, Miss Shirley. But yeah, that's the thing right there I want to bring out. We got to think and we got to get some things together because they really don't care about us. They really don't care about nobody but themselves and the people that are in their family. And some of them don't even care about the people in their family. They care about themselves and their immediate family. Everybody telling Miss Shirley congratulations. Hold on back. This is what is holding us back. You two might not let us type all things. I draw SS. I only have Medicare insurance, Medicare pay my Medicare premium, but I can't have any other money or any other account. I understand, Miss Sharon. They're gonna make it where you gotta have nothing to get something, and what you get won't be enough. That's what I say. If you actually put the money in to take the burden away from others, you should be forced to sell it to live. It shouldn't take away from you when you're still alive. True enough. Social Security age at 69 now. Ooh. Well, my grandmother, my grandmother down here in Georgia, when she passed, in order for her to go to nursing home, everything that had her name on, we had to take her name off of it. I'm not saying we, but her children had to take her name off of it. And if we left it in her name, everything that she owned, got, bank account, land, you name it, it'll go to that nursing home. That's one of the good reasons. I'm glad my uncles, they got themselves together and did a lot of research and got things together. Even when it came to my mom, I found out that there was a lot of things we had to get done. And by the grace of God, she didn't stay in the nursing home long. My wife strived to get her out of there. I strived to get her out of there. And my wife was talking to a young lady, and she connected us with somebody else. And we found out that we could take my mom back down to Georgia because she said that's what she wanted to do, go back home. And we brought her back to Georgia. But they was trying to get everything that she had, but it was blocked by the grace of God. People don't need a lawn now. They need to grow food, rip up that soil, that sod, y'all. Happy Mac is telling the truth. I know a lot of people ain't got a yard or front yard or whatever. What you can put buckets. If you got a yard that's a 10 by 10, which ain't big, you can grow something in that 10 by 10 that's going to sustain you and your family. That's what we got to do. Think about our family. Think about us. Don't think about them. Think about us, the family. That's true, J Farms. We will make them sell their house, take their money, and everything. That's one of the reasons I'm glad that we got my mother out of the nursing home up in New York, because if we didn't, they would have had everything. My mother didn't have much, but whatever she had, they would have had. You're right. They can't take the property if it's in a trust. But answer this question, Sunshine. How many elderly people think about a trust or anything else? There's a lot of people here today that actually got their property still in their parents' name. Their parents been gone a good while, but if you look up their property, the property is still in their parents' name. Everybody don't know about trust, and everybody, a lot of people just live for the day and don't think about tomorrow. But I would hate to buy property and everything. As soon as I close my eye, my kids have to get off of it. I don't want that. I want some property where my kids can enjoy it and my children's children and children can enjoy that property. Let me see. 69 is crazy. Retirement is 69. It is crazy. We are taught one financial system, but the system that we are programmed to operate is not being used by those with the money. True enough. That's something I learned watching Tic Tac. There's a lot of people that make money, but they don't use the same system that we use. They use a different system. Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner said, I got rid of my lawn 20 years ago. I don't blame you, young lady. I don't blame you. It's not for the elderly to think about it. It's for the children to work on it. That is true. You're absolutely correct, Sunshine. The children should work on it. But one thing that I found out with the elderly, they want to keep everything a secret. They don't want to tell you nothing. I sat down with my mom, and I intended to sit down with my mom because I went up there and I had a whole bunch of stuff that I want to talk to my mom about, try to get some stuff get situation straight. But then my grandmother down here passed, so I ended up coming back home and never really had the chance to talk to my mother about it. But by the grace of God, they didn't get too much. I'm still in a little bind with what she got, but it's nothing big. And that's one of the things right there. If you're an elder and you want to keep it, stop hiding everything. If your kids are old enough, it's all right to open up the closet. Let them, hey, such and such, this, that, and the other. It's better to have your kids to have knowledge than for you to pass and they don't know nothing. They'll say, I don't know. My mama said she got this and she got that, but ain't no records. I don't know. I was told by one of my uncles that our granddaddy, he had property in Georgia and in South Carolina. He had over 300 acres of land. Okay, he did, but there's nothing written down. I can't search it because there's nothing written down. Everything's by word of mouth. Yes, it does take money to set up a trust because they make money to do everything. But another thing in that part, a lot of things you can do yourself. You have to look up and get the information. You can do it yourself, get a notary to sign it, take it to the courthouse or whatever the paperwork got to be. You can do the stuff yourself. You just got to make sure you got the right paperwork to get it done. Yeah, it wasn't meant to work for us. The property has to be out of their name for. Yes, ma'am. The property got to be out of their name for at least 5 years. The only thing with my grandmother is, once they saw she was going downhill, they went and start doing everything, and so they had like a 3-year step on it, and so that's why we end up keeping everything that we had. Foraging, yes, you have to have a foraging, yes, you have to have a lawyer as well. All about money before you can say who gets what. Yes, it is crazy. And that's the thing with the system is the system wants to be in your business. I give you a good example. This is something that happened to me at another place that I used to rent. I went and had some cement poured, and the guy he didn't do a good job. I told him, you could take it up, you do what you want. I want my money back. So I took him to court. I won the case, and the judge she gonna tell me, she said, I'm gonna be truthful. Yes, you did win the case, but I can't make him pay you. I said, what? I said, I paid $90-something to come to court to get this this so-called hearing because y'all want to say everything has to be done legal and in the courthouse and everything. I paid money to get this done. I won the case, but then you're gonna tell me we can't make him pay you. So the only thing I could see, the guy did a bad job, got my money. I went to court. They got 90-something bucks out of me. I didn't get nothing but a bad concrete job. That was it. So who does the law really help? LP, welcome in. We do everything the law will allow, growing and farm wise. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. The children don't know what the parents, okay. The children don't know what the parents got or what to give. They don't tell us nothing, even when you ask. That is absolutely the truth. When my father came here to live with me, I had a bunch of questions for my father. He wouldn't tell me nothing. And I find out he had some property and he was going to sell it. Why are you going to sell a property? You got children and you got grandchildren. I said, you don't know at what time one of them may change their mind and want to leave the city and move to the country. And I think I stayed on him about 2 weeks straight, asked him, what's in your mind? What's on your mind? And finally, I told him I'll do the paperwork, but he figured I couldn't do the paperwork. So he went and paid somebody, I think $200 or $300 just to do some paperwork that I could have did, which I already had. So, hey, like I said, old folks don't want to tell you what's going on, whether it's going to help you or not. A lot of us, well, I have to say us now because I done fell in the grandparent category. My grandparents are gone on both sides, so now I'm the grandparent. And I write a lot of stuff for my kids. I write a lot of stuff down. They just have to find it and read it. Now, my wife, she knows what stuff at, but the kids, I have to find it and read it. Going through that with my mom right now, you would think that 91, she would want someone to take care of things. That's one thing about elderly people. They feel like they could keep doing it and doing it and doing it. At some age, you're gonna have to start trusting in your children enough to tell them what needs to take place, what you expect, what you got to do. One of my old pastors, he died. He told everybody straight off the bat, this, that, and the other. He said, when y'all have my ceremony is not supposed to go over 30 minutes. His ceremony didn't go over 30 minutes. If you want to say something, you had 1 minute to say it. The whole service was over. The service was 30 minutes, and then folks came and looked at everything. We got out of there about 45 minutes because he told them straight off the bat, my service is supposed to be no more than 30 minutes. Everybody respected that. And he said, no eating after the service. He said, that's unnecessary. They want to eat, go home. Yep, my dad did not tell me anything. I found out we had family land by going down there and spending time with my family. And that's how we find a lot of things, is we have to talk to other family, because I done run into some people that was my family. I didn't even know they were my family. Who knew? And this little town that I moved in, I said, that's one of the reasons I moved here, because I said, I ain't got no family here. And about 3 years later, I found out this fella was kin to me, that fella kin to me. Then find out I even had family that was in the prison. I knew who they were, but I refused to tell them who I was. That is good point, Jay. You can buy kits for things. Yes. You can go to the internet. They got a bunch of kits on, you name it, they got it. They'll try to help you straighten things out with your family and to come family and all that stuff to take care of different situations. I'm going through this now with my uncle in his 80s. He has nothing but his house, and it's scared me. He's already had 2 strokes. And the thing with that, Happy Matt, you can talk to them all you want, but they feel, for some reason, I don't know, when our seniors get in their 80s and 90s, they think they can still do it all. They think they remember everything. They got money sitting in the couch and under the bed, and they forgot that they had it there. Or they got a hole in the wall in their bedroom, which is covered by the dresser, full of money. They forgot that it's there. Every system wants you in the system. We got to get a paycheck somehow. True enough, we got to get a paycheck. We got to have a roof over our head. And my thing is, while you trying to get that paycheck, the number one thing is to get a roof over your head, get yourself some property or whatever, and do what you need to do that it will stay in your home, your family, that your children or your cousins, uncle, whoever will be able to get it, and that they can keep it in your name, in the family name. Not as soon as you close your eyes, it goes back to the city, county, or whoever. That majority of people that pass, if there's nobody jump up and say, yeah, that's my dad, that's my uncle, what happens to that house? The city or the county take it, and what they do, they resell the property. They get money and everything free. We got to better take care of ourselves, people. We have to better take care of ourselves. Hands in the dirt, how you doing, bro? My mom said the same. No eating after her service. True. The only one that benefit eating after the service are those that didn't really care about whether you die or not. They just came for a free meal. My youngest girl is the heir of all I possess. She is my gardening and cooking genius, taking everything I learned and running around the block with it. That's it. It's good at this age right now. It's good to know that you have a child that you showed them, you told them, you gave them all the information that they need. That hey, when you're gone, you can close your eyes, being happy, knowing that it will be taken care of. I told my children, I do not want a service because it costs money. Just go to the funeral homes, say see you later, let me go. Obituary, casket, clothes, food, building, flowers, money. No. I understand that, unbiased. I understand that. My father-in-law, he wanted to get cremated. He said, that's it. Cremate him, and that was it. I got medical and financial power of attorney over my mother. People consider this for your elder family and member. Homestead Rachel, let me tell you one thing. You can have a power attorney over your mother, your father, whoever, but you better get things in order before they close their eyes. Because once they close their eyes, that power attorney means nothing. It has no value. So if you got land and property, if you got property, house, money, banks, whatever, you need to get that taken care of before she closes her eyes, because once she closes her eyes, that power of attorney means nothing. Hands in the dirt telling everybody hello. Let me see. I'm still going through medical and property issues after my dad passed away last year. I understand, Cassandra. Trust me, I understand. My mom passed. I'm still going through problems with that. And she passed in 2018. Correction. She passed in 2016. And I put this little piece out there. My problem is due to because my mom adopted some kids, and one don't want anything to do with it. The other one just wants some money. That's my problem. I made her butt sweat it out with me. It was it was excitement. Okay. Free meal on you and yeah, that's all the funeral is, free meal. That your family is paying for everybody to eat just to say bye, see you later. Unfortunately, Jakes, both of my parents are deceased. Whoa. I'm sorry, Miss Rachel. But that's one thing I learned with my mother. That's one thing I learned with my mother. Once her eyes was closed, I got a power attorney for my mom, and I was trying to get things in order, but it's hard to get things in order. I live in Georgia, but I'm dealing with New York. And then there's a bunch of running around. A lot of those places I used to know, I forgot because I've been gone so long and don't like going back up there. But I had to do it, and a lot of things change. And my mom was more my concern than actually taking care of all this other stuff. Because when my mom closed her eyes, electric company, gas company, cable, everybody, she owes us this and she owes us that. And even though she's gone and you don't want all the BS coming at you, you pay it. I paid it. My parent friend made his own sent-off box out of pine boards, and it was propped open with a baseball bat. I never saw such a thing, but it made me happy for him getting exactly what he planned. And that's the big thing right there. When they're going away, their last wishes was supposed to be taking place, and he did what he wanted. And that's one of the big things right there. I know we kind of veered off a little bit, but there's a lot of us in here that are the grandparents. We're the, as they say, we're the hierarchy now. And we have to stop thinking about self and think about our children, our grandchildren, our children to come. If you got the land, if you got the house, you got the money, whatever, get a trust. Get something that you're when you're gone, that your family won't be out working hard trying to get what you had. Yeah. Happy trails to you. I'm enjoying another beer. Okay. Enjoy your beer. TX Lala, how you doing? My bio dad died in April with no will, and it has not been pretty. I'm sorry for your loss, Lala, but I know what you're going through. I'm going through the same thing. We got to take care of these things right now. Your children may not plead with you, but I'm pleading on your children's behalf. Us seniors right now, we got to do things. Stop thinking about self. Stop being greedy with self, and start thinking about the ones behind us. Yeah, there is a thing where we raise our children, we teach our children. We did everything we could do for our children, but now that we up in age, and some of us have to take care of our parents at this age. Some children are going to take care of us too at this age. You got to think about your children, think about what you need, and think about what you expect for them to do after you're gone. I know this too. You don't owe your parents medical bills. However, if there is property, medical provide will file a lien against your property. Yeah, they will try to file a lien against you. But that's why you got to get this stuff in order, people. You're the seniors now. You're the hierarchy. Everybody in here that's over 50, you need to be getting yourself in order. Me, I said I want to stay around here to 113, but if I don't, I want to try to have everything in place that my kids don't have to worry, my wife don't have to worry. So I'm not gonna hold y'all anymore. But when I heard that news Monday about what may happen again, I'm blessed, and a lot of other people in here the majority of people in here are blessed for the simple reason we didn't have to live through that time. But our grandparents and our great grandparents lived through it, and I most definitely don't want our children to live through that. It might come to them, but by the grace of God, they may not have to. And I pray that they don't have to. I'm trying so hard to get things in order for my great grand. It's not easy. That's true. It's not an easy task trying to get things in order for your children or your grandchildren. This is a great comment. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Rachel. And the thing to it is, I'm saying it basically because the situation that I heard that make you want to go, damn. That's the only thing that when I first heard it, that's the only thing pop in my mind. Good times, thinking about Esther Rowe when she did that. And we got to do better. We got to do better than our parents did. I don't care if you got a quarter of an acre, 10 acres, 100 acres. Get it in order for your children and your children's children. Don't be selfish and just want to let. Well, when I'm gone, I don't care. I don't care. That's the wrong attitude to have. That's the wrong attitude. But I want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank everybody for coming in and having this little conversation with me. Hopefully, you learned something. And as my title always say, it's something to think about. Think about it. Thank you, J3 Lots, for about and pray and about the divine guidance. And yes, thank you, Happy Mac. And all us in this community, I say, let's pray one for another. Pray for our lives, and let's get together and pray that things in this US of A get better for us all. Not one, not some, but us all. I want to thank you for coming in. J3GS Farm, also JGD Behaving. See, tonight I was behaving, but I want to tell you, thank y'all for coming in. Y'all have a good night. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. And let me see. I don't know whether Tori Brain is coming on tonight, but Big Rooster be on at 9, I believe. Have a good weekend. Love y'all. Peace.